Would you agree that it takes effort and time and persistence to get the first prize for the best apple? If you didn't give it a go, you wouldn't know. And if you didn't try, you won't be able to say, well, I gave it a go. But if you could release that inner child and allow that part of you to come forth and play, then I'm pretty sure a little apple could be easy for you to create. So follow along as I show you and maybe create a similar scene on your pages today. And along that journey, we learn how to really make the tree grow. We learn how to nurture those blossoms and then also to keep the pests away from the fruit. And in that entire growth cycle, something beautiful emerges after time. So, how does that relate to our coloring session today? Well, if you are going to dismiss even trying to do something as easy as color in, then maybe all the other things you could do afterwards might feel a little bit hard or difficult. Let's just look at what I created here as I filled in more and more of the background areas to create a scene and not only a coloring page. Before you even try and do the new thing or expand your drawing skills on top of these pages, why not consider this? So let's say your apples are ready to be picked, and you pick that first apple and take a bite and realize that the apples are bitter. Are you going to chop down the tree? Are you going to destroy years of work? Of course not. You are going to find a way to make next season's apples taste better. You might add a few things to the soil, you might get in an expert, whatever strategy you follow, whatever was built before that will never be in vain. And the same goes for your mindfulness, for your practices, for your meditation, for those self-mastery things that you happen to encounter on your journey. Just because you can't nail it right now doesn't mean you won't be able to have those first prize apples sometime. The key here is to keep on creating the apples. Keep on creating the things you want to do. At some point, that mastery of that thing will help you to get the next thing. And because you have built this beautiful apple orchard, so if you've built this beautiful apple orchard and it is bearing blossoms every spring, and all of a sudden you have beautiful sweet apples, the years of work preceding that has shown you how much it takes to get there. So if you are in a place today where you feel like giving up or cutting down the tree, and you know what I mean, how to interpret this analogy into your own life, this metaphor of the apple orchard and the growth cycles of not only the little things you're trying to learn, like maybe a specific technique or a personal pursuit, or even a struggle, whatever you are going through, use this apple orchard analogy today to make sure you're not destroying the things you've already worked hard on, and also not dismissing their value, because everything you've done up till now has built up together and brought you to the place where you're standing stronger, where you are ready to blossom, and where you are ready to produce the fruit of your labor. Now, if you really want to make sure that your practices amount to something or build up to something, keep on practicing. There's this old saying that says, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. And yes, for every single day going forward, you could draw an apple, you could draw blossoms, you could color in and use different techniques as I've shown throughout this month. And just to give you an example, during, I think it was 2018 up until 2020, for those 3 years, I painted a series of pears every single month and kept on working on them because I wanted to figure out the precise placement of shadows depending on where the light source was. And painting these pears turned out to be one of the most beautiful practices I've ever done. And I've learned so much. So if you could choose one subject to figure out the things that you want to learn about that and do small little practices to help you gain the confidence, help you gain access to the deeper knowledge. And remember, the deeper knowledge only comes when we start practicing, when we start implementing the techniques. None of it comes naturally. We all have to learn and invest the time to make something come to life. And in that entire growth cycle, something beautiful emerges after time. If you are going to dismiss even trying to do something as easy as color in, it might feel difficult. The reality is you just haven't practiced it enough. And the more you practice, the better you will become. So, let's listen to the urge from within and tap into that very thing you want to master. Make time for that. Invest in your own growth. And remember, the energetic healing of apple blossoms is a gentle emotional purifier. It will help you to restore those emotional well-being thoughts that might be lingering, and it will also help you to curb bad habits. It will help you to get rid of past negative feelings of hurt, and it will also open up your heart to allow you to dream and aspire to become anything you want to be, and to extend into the radiance of your inner childlike wonder and joy. An apple a day will help you to clear out those negative thoughts about maybe not being capable or able to do this. And I know you can. I want you to have a beautiful journey on your personal growth path so that you too can pick good fruit. All right, that's it from me. May you live happily, mindfully, creative, and joyful throughout your day.